Hello and welcome to Stained Glass Gaming, where I turn video games into glass. This is the final part of the 3-part series where I turn all 14 weapon icons from the Monster Hunter series into stained glass. The final icons are the heavy bowgun, longsword, switch axe, and charge blade. With Iceborne having been released, school starting, Labor Day weekend, and just life in general, I wasn't able to get this video out before Iceborne released like I had planned. Nevertheless, here it is. The final 4 icons weren't too difficult to make, but I did have to do a bit of modification to the charge blade. Here is the original charge blade drawing. This is a modified version I cut out, but soon realized that the scale of pieces 8 through 12 were too small to make in glass. And this is the image I used when I increased the sizes of pieces 8 through 12 to make it less of a pain to handle. For pieces 2, 3, 5, and 6, I decided to make it all as one gray piece. While pieces 5 and 6 will be gray and white respectively, I realized where 2 and 3 meet 6 is just too small and there's a high risk of breaking the glass. I haven't broken any pieces of glass and I don't want to start now. What I have to do is glue 5 and 6 on top of the 2, 3, 5, and 6 gray shaped piece. If this doesn't make sense, I'll show you later. There's also the matter of what color pieces 8 through 12 are. The image isn't really clear, and I decided to wing it, alternating between white and gray. Foiling these wasn't complicated, it was just time consuming. Due to cutting limitations on the ring saw and the type of blade I used, I couldn't get nice, clean, right angles. This caused a fitting problem between pieces 7 and 8 on the switch axe. I used a Dremel with a very small grinding bit to try and get where the ring saw blade couldn't. Even then, it wasn't enough. And since 7 was getting thinner and thinner, I decided to stop grinding. The gap is too large, and the solder will just melt through if I tried to fill the gap with just solder. I use small bits of copper wire I cut to fill in the gaps, so the solder won't completely melt through to the other side. I've been playing Iceborne when I have time because I couldn't wait. I'm really enjoying it so far, and have just beaten Brachydios. Yes, I know it's pronounced Brachydios, but I've been calling it Brachydios since 3 Ultimate. It takes me about, on average, 25 to 40 minutes to finish a quest, including getting my butt carded at least once per quest. I am in no rush to finish the story, and am just happy for more content. I can't wait to get a decent master rank set and go back to high rank to beat the stuffing out of the tempered elder dragons that were giving me trouble. Sure, it's pointless, but it'll make me feel better. I might even be able to beat the arc-tempered monsters without getting carded from just looking at them. Just like the previous icons, I turn these black and glue the icons to the backdrop. The switch axe is the only icon that needs painting. And these are the last 4 weapon icons. Overall, I am happy with how these all turned out. The only icon I wish I did better was the longsword. The end of the hilt was too small, and I had trouble getting the size of the 2 pieces to be exactly the same. If I do these again, I would make the icons themselves much larger and ditch the black backdrop. And with that, all 14 are finally finished. I might have had a little trouble with the wind. Why are you going that way? Oh, come on, Wind, you're not helping very much. I apologize for the cardinal sin of recording in portrait mode, but this was the only way I could think of to be able to see the weapon icons in more detail. These took a lot longer than I thought they would, but they actually came out very nice. Now that school started, I'll be back to uploading videos whenever I have time. I'll try for at least 2 videos a month at minimum, but we'll see how long that'll last. Which one of these is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if there's something you want me to make. And I'll see you all through the next pane.